of the most impressive physiques on the planet were actually built with little more than a pull-up bar and a set of parallel bars. Yet most people doing calisthenics never come close to looking like that. Because building a crazy physique with calisthenics isn't just about doing random pull-ups, push-ups, or flashy skills. It's about following a system that forces your body to progressively build muscle, strength, and athleticism at the same time. And when you do it correctly, the result is a physique that's lean and instantly stands out. So in this video, I'll show you the exact calisthenics system that builds a crazy physique, why it works so well, and how you can start using it to transform your body faster. So what actually creates the calisthenics look? When most people think of muscle growth, they think about isolating individual muscles. But calisthenics works differently. The moment you start doing pull-ups, dips, or advanced push-up variations, your body can't rely on a single muscle to do the work. Your shoulders, back, chest, arms, and core all have to work together. And as you get stronger in these movements, your body adapts by building muscle across your entire frame. That's why the best calisthenics athletes don't just have big arms or a big chest. They develop an athletic physique that looks balanced from every angle. But there's one problem. A lot of people never reach that point because they make the same mistake. They treat calisthenics like a collection of exercises instead of a progression system. One day it's push-ups, the next day it's muscle-up attempts. Then it's a random core workout they found online. They're training hard, but they're not building toward anything. And that's a problem because your body only has one reason to grow. It has to be forced to do more than it could before. That's why the foundation of this system is progressive overload. Just like in weight training, if you want to build muscle with calisthenics, your exercises need to become harder over time. More reps, more range of motion, more resistance, or more difficult variations. Because the athletes with the best physiques aren't doing random workouts. They're consistently getting stronger at the movements that build the most muscle. And if you want the fastest path to that physique, the system comes down to 3 parts. Part 1, exercise selection. Build your training around the movements that give you the biggest return for your effort. Because not all exercises are created equal. Some movements train a single muscle. Others force multiple muscle groups to work together, allowing you to build more strength and muscle at the same time. That's why the foundation of this system revolves around a few key exercises. Pull-ups for your back, biceps and overall upper body width. Dips for your chest, shoulders, and that horseshoe triceps. Rows and overhead variations to add thickness and build pressing strength. And of course, leg work. Because no matter how much you hide it, we all know if you skipped it.
Do you know you're supposed to work out your lower body, too?
These movements should make up the majority of your training because they consistently deliver the most results. But you've likely seen guys doing pull-ups for years who still look exactly the same. That's because doing the movement is easy. Doing it the right way to force growth is where 90% of people fail. Part 2, intensity and progressive overload. Learn how to train these movements with the intensity that actually builds muscle. Because a lot of people think building muscle with calisthenics means doing as much volume as possible. But that's one of the fastest ways to hit a plateau. Your body grows when it's challenged, not when it's repeating the same easy workout every week. That's why you should treat calisthenics the same way you'd treat weight training. Push your sets close to failure, and once an exercise becomes too easy, make it harder. The goal is to continuously give your body a reason to adapt. And when you combine the right exercises with progressive overload, that's when your physique starts to change dramatically. Part 3, the weighted protocol. See, a lot of people think that once you can do 15 or 20 pull-ups, you've mastered the movement. But doing high-repetition bodyweight work is really just training for endurance. If you want actual strength, you have to stop chasing reps and start chasing resistance. This is where weighted calisthenics becomes non-negotiable. By adding a dip belt and just a few plates, you force your muscles to handle a load they weren't designed to manage. When you move from 10 bodyweight reps to 5 reps with 20 kilograms strapped to your waist, you're forcing your muscle fibers to adapt by getting bigger and stronger. It's the closest thing to traditional weightlifting, but with the added benefits of calisthenics' natural movement patterns. Quick question, what's your current max weighted pull-up and dip? Or if you're training bodyweight only, how many strict reps can you do? Drop it in the comments. Now here's the rule for the protocol. Once you can perform more than 12 strict reps, the movement starts shifting from pure muscle building toward endurance. If your goal is maximum muscle density, that's your sign it's time to start adding some weight. You don't need a gym full of machines. You just need a dip belt, a few plates, and the discipline to add weight the moment the movement becomes too easy. That simple shift is how you trade a lean physique for a crazy one. Now there's one thing that confuses a lot of people about calisthenics. Skills. Muscle-ups, front levers, planches, handstands, they're impressive, and there's nothing wrong with training them. But if your main goal is building a crazy physique, skills should never come before strength. Because your body doesn't care how impressive an exercise looks. It responds to tension, effort, and progressive overload. That's why some athletes can perform advanced skills while looking relatively average. And why others have incredible physiques despite focusing mostly on the fundamentals. Master the exercises we mentioned first. Then use skills as a supplement, not the foundation of your training. Because the strongest calisthenics physiques are built on strength, and the skills come naturally afterward. Every single workout, try to add just one more rep, 1 more kilogram, or 1 more second of control than you did last time. If you consistently get stronger, your physique has no choice but to follow. If you want to see the specific foundational movements you need to master first, you can watch these videos next.